Hey guys, why you no like here? Today I'll be giving you guys a Frognark deck profile, and it's my friend Trey again. You guys should know by like all his videos, like Scraps, Ying Zings, Sylvans. So yeah, without further ado, here he comes.
Hey guys, I kind of decided to build this deck on a whim. I really missed it. So there's a lot of like kind of weird rarities and stuff like that. Just kind of leave it alone. I really missed the deck. But jumping right into the monsters, I really want 2 Treatment Fog. You don't really need 3 anymore. 3's kind of cloggy. And you don't want to run 1 because if 1 gets banished, you don't have an extra. You're how? So 2's just the right number. It doesn't clog. You have the spare. It's nice. 3 Swap Frog, like literally the most important frog of the deck. Like, I don't know, Swap Frog is like the most important frog of the deck. Like, you discard a water monster to foolish a frog, and then you proceed to just have setup. So he's like number 1. In my opinion, number 2 is probably Ronin Totem, even though he's technically not a frog. He's a toad. But you banish a frog to summon him, and it's like, and you just like
Make the rank 2 plays. And
you
stuff.
just make all rank 2 plays, and I run 3 because I'm a personal lover of Dark Mist. The last frog that you run is 3 dupe frog. He's just a searcher. Yeah, he's just a searcher. He searches your swap frog when you don't have him. He's also 2k butt, so you can sit on him if you need to. Those are all the frogs you run. You don't really run, like, the frog engine, it really isn't that big. Doesn't want to scoop up. Okay. Hand traps, I only run 3 Fader, because Fader gives you board presence, and he's just good. And then I run 2 Jack Frost, because he's better than Swift Scarecrow, he gives you board presence. I don't run 3, because I feel 3's cloggy, because 2 is already kind of cloggy. I saw that. Onto the sacks. 2 Caius. I don't run 3 because there's a surprise at the end that I replaced with. I found it better than Caius. Banishing is nice and all, but you banish a Dante, the materials still get the effects. There's still a lot of things that get their effects when they're sent to the graveyard. Banishing isn't. It's still really good, but only if you can banish the one thing, not if it exceeds with materials. 2 Ryza. I'm so mad about this rarity. Like, I hate premium gold.
Yeah, one's gold, one's super.
I hate it with a passion. But 2 Ryza, I've actually yet to draw him and use him, but I've only been testing for 2 days now.
Yeah.
And I've played the deck before, so. But like, I just hate that rarity. He's a good card though. 1 Mobius, because back row is a heavy thing, and nobody really expects the Mobius to happen.
Is that what you took out for,
No.
Is that what you took out Caius for?
No.
That? No?
No, people actually do run this at 1.
Okay.
He's an okay card, and then people run the Mega Mobius. I don't like it, because you have to summon him first.
Yeah.
And then Mega Mobius, and it's just not. I took out Caius for Jinzo, because Jinzo's silly.
No traps.
No traps, no chain, summon Gotchi, he's a 28, and, like, can't chain anything unless you got a Book of Moon having. So good. Oh, man. And then, the 2 Lad, which negates everything. It stops floodgates, it stops everything, it's just so good, this format.
Yeah.
Because even if they have more than 1 floodgate, like, if they Vanities, it negates. If they Dante, it negates. If anything, it just negates. Now, it's only once per chain, so, like, they can chain 2 Vanities, and yeah. You're screwed. But
and his effect's pretty good when he's destroyed.
And then when he's destroyed, he's a monster reborn.
You can reborn Jinzo.
So good. Oh my god. That's all the monsters. You run no traps, just like you've always run no traps. I was thinking about running calls just because I want to bring back the monarchs. I want to bring back Jinzo, but then I decided against it. Spell wise, you run 3 duality because consistency is everything. It's just 3 less cards to run in your deck. The price of not special summoning. 3 upstart. Same same ideology. Give your opponent 1,000 life points for 3 less cards in the deck. So I'm only technically running 31 cards in the deck. No, 34.
37? Oh, okay.
I'm only running 34 cards in this deck. I also toyed with Reckless for a while, and that was just weird. Because no Treeborn is bad. Especially if you have your Treeborn, you just can't.
Yeah.
3 Stormforth, because it's better than Soul Exchange. And it's quick play, so, like, it's a way around, like, weird cards like Cheyenne and Lad. Because it's chainable. 2 Soul Exchange. I still run the 2 because the Monarchs and the Saki stuff can be kind of cloggy. And it's just more removal for the monsters and stuff like that. You do have to watch your removal against BA and stuff like that, because they can plus, like, hard off of your cards, but other than that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. 3 enemy controllers, because chaining this in the standby phase to Treeborn Frog Summon is completely broken. It's insta-lad. This is like a 1-card lad. Like, not kidding. It's so good. Another 1 creature swap. I would run more because this is my favorite spell in the whole game. But there's just no room. You know, there's 1 slot that I'm toying with, but it's like, it's a salvage, which is okay in the deck, and like, I'm testing like salvage, snatch steal, I'm testing a handful of other things, Raigeki, and I don't know, I just don't think I should run the second for right now, because Econ's enough. That's all the spells though. 40 card main.
You really can't go over 40, especially when you're running upstarts. Like, the whole point is to be running...
Yeah, less than 40. Extra deck wise, I run... all of these I recommend running more than I have of, but this is all I can get my hands on. 1 Sky Cavalry Centauria. This is the new card of support. This is kind of why I built the deck. Basically what this card does is, while it has materials, it can't be destroyed by battle. And whenever it battles, you can detach to compulse the monster that battled it. And it's just so good. Like, this gave Frog such a fighting chance. Like, I would definitely recommend running this card at 3. I could not find 3 for, like, the life of me. I could only find 1. Because right after my locals ended, everyone just left. Like, nobody was to be found. Like, I went to the bathroom and everyone was gone. It was so weird. You run 2 Gachi. You can run 3. I'm dropping it to 2 because of Sky Cavalry. Make room for other things. Like maybe a Junk Frog engine. Just saying. Yeah, this is just that, though. Gachi is Gachi in Frogs, and there's no reason to not run it. 2 Herald of Pure Light. It's recycling stuff. I'm not really worried about the call. This is the reason I didn't worry about the calls, because I can Herald of Pure Light and recycle the cards in my graveyard and put like an upstart back in my deck or something. Like, it doesn't hurt to put upstarts back. You just kind of sit there and like put stuff back in your hand. Like you put a Swap Frog back in your hand and you just go nuts again. Crazy. 1 Dark Mist. Only 1. Never more than 1 of Dark Mist, because you'll only be able to make him once per game, if that. And if you can make him, he's fun to sit on. He forces your opponent to waste materials. He's a silly card. 1 Slacker Magician, because they have to run over it twice, and there's not a whole lot in the game that's over 21 that isn't a boss monster. So it's a very strong card, in my opinion. 1 Ghost Trick Dullhand, because you do run Jack Frosts, and this is basically a 3rd Jack Frost.
He has a really good effect.
And then you can half your opponent's monster's attack during the damage step. And he's a 12 base because he counts himself. So. And then I run 1 Utopia Roots, because Dante is a card. Dante is such a card. I actually did not know what this card does until I picked it up. It does exactly what Utopia does, but when it negates an Xyz monster's effect, he gains attack equal to their rank, times 500. So he's 500 base, you put him in attack, and then they attack with Dante, and you gain 15.
Yeah.
And, like, you can do it forever. So like they have to get around it. Otherwise, you sit there and you buff yourself 15. So if they don't get rid of it by the time you detach the second one, he's at 35,
yeah.
which is a massive level, which is a massive rank 1. Like this little thingy is like a battle fader and a treeborn frog. Like I don't even know.
It's everything.
That's basically the deck. Like I like to experiment with this deck. I actually made my own junk frog deck, which you guys will probably see after I collect extra deck for this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment if you guys have any tips or anything, and like the video, subscribe. I mean, it really helps me out, and
Shut the frogs.
keeps me going. Thanks for watching.